Hello lovely people! Today I am making a layout based on a challenge to create something clean and simple. Now if you've seen any of my videos before, you know that my style is anything but clean and simple. I throw mixed media at my pages, I throw layers of paper, there's usually quite a lot going on, so this is really out of my comfort zone. But that's really good. Every so often you need to get out of your comfort zone. The other thing you're going to see with this layout is where it goes wrong, where I add something that I don't like. So initially I've started off with this 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. It's pink with some cream script on it, and I cut my photo down to 3 by 3. Initially I'm just working with different colours that I think will work. So some whites, some script in there, there's some pinks, there's blacks, all of that. And I'm going to layer them up, see what I like, see what I don't like, fidget around with them. And I'm not just using scrapbooking paper, I'm also using, wait for it, wrapping paper. Yep, that sheet is wrapping paper that I picked up for like 99 pence, so I've got quite a bit to use up. Now, with this particular page, I didn't want to have lots and lots going on, but at the same time, I didn't want it to look bare. I didn't want to just stick a photo down and have done. So to the base, I've added some splashes of mist. I've used white mist, and I'm also going to put a patina mist on, which is quite bright green. I thought it might work really well, but it's just too green to work with this pink paper. So I've got a few large splats that I don't like. Now, I can't rub them off. Once they're on. So what I'm going to do instead is dry them off completely and then cover them up. So when you dry mist, it will dry slightly lighter. And as you can see there, I'm going to add the paper over the larger splotches of mist, so you're really unlikely to see them. Now I'm going to go back to playing around with different bits of paper and different shapes. What you will start to see now is instead of working from the background up, I'm going to work from the photo down. So I'm adding things to the photo and sticking them down to the photo rather than to the background. And that's how I'm building this particular this particular page. It's just a slightly different technique. It's really easy to do, but it just changes things up slightly, and it allows you to move a large cluster of papers and photos around rather than having to peel everything off and then stick everything back down. And it's just the way I worked for this particular layout. I've cut one of the bits of paper, the script paper, just two little bits out so that I'm not using up all the paper, then I've got some left. Now this is very much where I'm going to finish with the paper side of things. I'm going to add a piece of twine just as a long line to help bring everything together, because none of the papers, I've not taken any of the papers the full length of the page. So that twine just helps draw the eye down that page. And as you can see at this point, I have actually covered up the majority of the green mist. I'm going to add some embellishments now. I go through my embellishments and just pull out what I think will work. Some of it will, some of it won't. I've also got stick teeth in. I've also got a couple of ideas for a title, and I've got a chunk of white space, like dead space in my photo. So that's where my title is going to go. I could also have put it above the photo or down the line to the right hand side, but I chose not to. I've done it onto the photo itself. Now, when I chose my letter stickers, I wanted something that complemented the page, and for some reason these cork finish stickers just screamed out to me, so I've used those. And what I tend to do is pull out the letters that I want and then start fidgeting around with how I want the title to look. So if I want it to be in a straight line, if I want it to be a little bit higgledy-piggledy, and sometimes I'll change direction with it or move things around a bit more than I do with this particular layout. And really, that's just about it. There's nothing more to it. It's not a lengthy, complex layout. It's several scraps of paper, a photo, and it's very, very simple, but you can see how effective that is. And you've also see that I've covered up pretty much all of that green ink that I decided I didn't like. which is one hell of a relief for me. Now, I'm going to add a few enamel dots because I don't consider anything finished at the moment without enamel dots. So just chucking them around a bit. There's no scientific method to it. I chuck them in where I think they'll look good. And if they cover up a bit of that green, so much the better. So you can see that I've still got a couple of splashes of green here and there, but they really don't detract from the overall layout. I'm the only one who really knows that they're there. It's not the end of the world. It just annoyed me a bit that I didn't think it through. But there you go. I really hope you enjoyed watching me make this layout. I hope it inspires you to step out of your comfort zone and do something slightly different. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and leave me any comments you want below.